This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update for December 27th, 2013. I'm Dawn Paris. I'm hoping you had a good Christmas. Lawmen are reporting a quiet Christmas and Boxing Day. Police PRO Inspector David Welch says there were a few minor road accidents, but no major crimes were reported. However, Gary Ian Williams of Stewart's Lodge, Tweeside Road, St. Michael, will appear in court today, charged after an incident at a Halls Road store 2 days before Christmas. He's accused of brandishing a cutlass at the establishment after a dispute over a defect in a shirt. Meantime, it was a special holiday for at least 6 women who gave birth at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital on Christmas Day. Baby boy Aidan Weeks was the first to be born at 4 minutes to 4 in the morning to mum Shakina Howard and dad Ryan Weeks.
Glad to see you in this world today. Blessed be.
The first girl to be born was Jasmine Isabel Edgell, who came into this world at 7:15 in the morning. Others celebrating the arrival of their newborns were Jaleesa Walker, who gave birth to a boy, and Nico Harry, Ann Hall, and Kim King, who all had baby girls.
There's my Christmas gift.
Representatives from Bryden Stokes turned up on the ward to present the new parents with hampers, and congratulations to all those who welcomed little ones into the world on Christmas Day. And while some Barbadians spent the 2 holidays relaxing with family and friends, hundreds took a non-traditional route and attended a number of parties, including UV7 Christmas Sunrise Party at the Sugarland Estates and booze cruise on board the Jolly Roger. The Lions Club of Barbados is confident it can raise enough funds to support its social programs next year, despite the country's financial problems. Chairman of Zone 3A, Maureen Graham, says the group will continue to target the private sector and adjust some of its fundraising efforts.
We are going to find ways and means to serve. We are going to approach corporate Barbados. Although they are trying times, from our experience, we find that although they're not giving as much as they used to, they're still giving, and more people are giving. So with small amounts adding up with more people, we will be able to do what we are accustomed doing. And I know, and because of the times, the demands on us is going to be even greater. We will have to pull out some more stocks or do things differently in order to get the same effect we would get with less.
The Lions Club recently held a Christmas party for more than 300 underprivileged children. In sports, West Indies are 1-up in the one-day international series against New Zealand after a victory in the first match on Boxing Day. New Zealand were bowled out for 156, but Darren Sammy smashed an unbeaten 27-ball 43 to take West Indies over the line.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
McInerney Quality and Consolidated Finance invite you to trade in your old car for a new one. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. That's right, all trade-ins are welcomed. Any make or model we'll trade towards your new car. Plus, you get 2 years free insurance when you purchase a Kia, Mazda or Ford. And with on-the-spot financing by Consolidated Finance, you can drive away with something new. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. All trade-ins are welcome.
In regional news, Trinidad and Tobago is reaching out to help Caribbean neighbor St. Lucia, which was hit by death and destruction when a trough system caused flooding and landslides on Christmas Eve. Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisesar, who's chair of CARICOM, has ordered that emergency supplies be sent to flood-ravaged St. Lucia. Up to yesterday, no requests had come from any other affected islands. Dominica and St. Vincent and the Grenadines were also hit by the weather system. 9 deaths have been confirmed in St. Vincent, while 5 people died in St. Lucia, including a policeman policeman who was killed when a wall fell on him as he was trying to assist people stranded in the flood waters. And there was more tragedy this Christmas period. At least 17 people died and dozens more were rescued after their boat capsized off the Turks and Caicos Islands. The U.S. Coast Guard assisted the island's rescue crews and retrieved about 55 Haitians in waters 100 meters from shore. They fell into the water when their overloaded sail freighter tipped over. On the international scene now, Thailand's government has rejected calls to delay February's election amid increasingly violent protests in which a policeman was shot dead. The Electoral Commission urged the postponement after safety fears for candidates on the campaign trail, but government officials say Parliament was already dissolved, so there's no legal reason for a delay. The protesters want the government to stand down and be replaced by an unelected People's Council. And that's our 7 a.m. update. Join us again at noon. In the meantime, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Dawn Paris.
This news update brought to you by
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun.